Hello, welcome, greetings. This is Gabrielle with Shekinah Healing, and I decided probably about a little over a month ago which would be halfway through December, that I wanted to do kind of just a natural prediction or energy. I'm veering away from the word prediction because I don't want people to take this as prediction, but more so possible energies to expect regarding the year 2022. And this year itself is going to be a very powerful and activating year for much of the collective, especially my collective. So if you're familiar with my channel, usually what I do with my readings is I will have a whole section based off of just intuitive messages that I pick up for each group before I jump into the cards, which is approximately 5 to 10 minutes in length. Just messages that I pick up from the divine or about your soul blueprint to help you really identify if that group is for you, or further information about your blueprint in general. And then we have the card readings, and each one is about 30 to 40 minutes in length, going over the entire year, each month, and just some aspects or sections related to like January through June, June through December, overall energies. So I'm really excited to put this video and reading together because I feel like a lot needs to be heard right now by the collective, and whether that's clarity or just confirmation for some of you. I do want to preface the fact that I did film the groups and the reading when I was really sick, so just bear with me a little bit. But other than that, I did feel quite a lot of anticipation with some of these groups, and me being very clairsentient, I can feel the energies of things. So whether that's the year, whether that's your energy, regardless, I can feel it. So for some of you, I might be a little bit restless, but overall, I'm extremely excited for many of you this year. And if you are interested in booking a personal one-on-one Reiki session or intuitive reading, please click the link in the description or message me on Instagram, Facebook. I do also have some sound healings that will be released soon, some more new sound healings, and I also have sound healings on this channel, as well as guided collective Reiki sessions. If you are interested in diving into those, please do so. If this reading resonates, I would really appreciate a like or a follow, and please comment what group you chose. Now, when moving to this next part, which is the part where you pick which group you feel you resonate with most, please choose the energy that you feel most drawn to intuitively, whether that's the first thing that stands out to you or whether that's, hey, I really connect with that image the most. If there's more than one, there's most likely messages in both of those for you. You may not resonate with all of the intuitive messages or the card messages. Please take what resonates as one. This is not a one-on-one reading, this is collective. So some things are meant for you and other things may be meant for other individuals so that they can confirm or go further. So I hope you enjoy your reading. Let me know. Group 1 immediately picked up this like fire, this igniting passion energy, this kind of fire is spirit. And so naturally I picked up this energy of your spirit igniting. Either you're currently going through this or you're about to go through this. 2022 overall, I feel like there's a lot of either travel or movement, and this can be with like the mental body, the spiritual body. It doesn't have to necessarily mean physical movement, although for a lot of you, I feel like there is going to be some type of physical movement, travel, vacation. This group may want to look out for the numbers 5, 7, and 4, either in a repetitive fashion or just throughout this year. Like, keep a mental note of that. I am picking up a tired, drained, or exhausted energy. Either you're currently feeling this or at some point you may feel this, as I feel like there's a shift happening massively within your chakra points. And at some point, either now or in the future of this year, there's going to be some type of activation or push with your lower chakras into movement, igniting passion, fire. There's something here about creativity, going after something. This to me feels a lot like it has to do with a passion project, creativity, some sort of really important expression, maybe something you've been thinking about or visualizing for quite some time, and then now sometime this year or in the future, it's like it's time to act. For many of you, it was funny because the divine showed me this roller coaster ride, and it showed me you. So if you like go like this, showed me you right here going up, and then like bam, sometime this year there's like the going down the hill, and it showed me like money sign, house, love, just a huge expansion. So a lot of things coming in for this group. What's interesting is when this energy is coming in, so some of you may naturally be feeling this fire, this ignition, and others of you, this has not come yet and you're kind of still in this tired, drained, exhausted energy. Either way, when you'll know when this is coming, because you'll start to feel a bit restless, may have sleepless nights, insomnia, and also there could be just this feeling of natural anticipation for my sensitives out there. I was also seeing something with clay. Clay to me is giving me the energy of animation or bringing something to life, building something. So some of you may work with clay or art, and others of you, there's something really big around building and animating your life in some way. Something's going to catapult you into just bam. It's very important for this group also to research your North Node placement, because I really feel like there's an alignment with your purpose this year happening, as well as bringing in an energy of partnerships, teamwork, collaborations, which is funny because it's 2022, which is the year of the 6. And there's been a lot of talk about this representing divine unions, partnerships, meeting soul family, community, expansion in terms of how we connect with others. And I really feel like this group is heading into that energy. There was a specific vision that I received of a person standing on top of a mountain with their arms just wide open. And I kept hearing, what does freedom look like to you? And it really made me feel emotional, because I feel like for this group, freedom is extremely important. And it really made me wonder, like, what does freedom look like to me? But I know that this group is either seeking freedom or has an idea of what they would like to attain in terms of freedom. And I feel like this is very important because there's something here with do not give up. Do not give up on that image of freedom that you have, on that feeling of freedom that you have within, because this is something that you can attain, that you will make it to. This energy of freedom to making it to the top of this platform, this mountain that you are climbing. I'm seeing many of you have a strong connection to animals, and also There could be a new pet, a new animal coming into your life, or just a heightened connection with animals this year, or maybe even a heightened sensitivity. You may see animals in really weird places. This could already be the case, but there's a really strong connection here with animals for many of you. I would also highly recommend many of you start recording with a dream journal. Start a dream journal. I have one in my phone notes, so I can easily just pick up my phone in the morning or in the middle of the night and open it and be like, basically write down what I remember from my dreams. And I started an official dream journal last year around June time, which would start off with like short sentences, and now I'm to the point where there's like full paragraphs. So highly recommend for this group to start a dream journal, because I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of reflections about your subconscious, what you're working through, and also possibly some guidance for you as well. There could also be experiences of clairvoyance heightening this year for this group that I'm picking up on, this expansion of the third eye, heart, sacral, and root chakra specifically. The crystals tiger's eye, red jasper, and carnelian may also be important for this group to invest in. If you don't know much about crystals, I recommend that you look these up. And the last thing that I'm seeing is a lot of cars. There's a lot of cars, movement, travel, highways, and that it's really important for you to wear oranges and reds. Group 1, we are now heading into your actual card reading now, and I'm using multiple decks here. So for the overall monthly energy, I'm using regular tarot, and then I did split it into quarters. So I have another deck I'm using for the overall quarter energy, and then for the beginning of the year and the second half of the year, I have another deck. So regardless, we're going to just jump right in. For the first half of the year, this is January to June of 2022. We have Surrender Your Ego. And this card is very interesting because we should always be surrendering our ego, and ego is fear, doubt, worry. So for many of you, there's a recommendation, or there's just going to be a natural energy of releasing aspects of self that no longer serve you and also don't serve those around you. And this could be judgment of self, judgment of others. This could be fear-based thinking. This could be toxic habits that you may have. Either way, you're going to be forced to take down certain barriers that you may have up at the first half of this year. You are also being asked to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. This is such a beautiful card. So many of you are being asked to travel, spend time in nature. There may be some more time in nature than you usually would have, or just more of a draw to nature, especially to encourage this opening of the lower chakra points. But either way, many of you have this very strong connection to Gaia, to Mother Earth, and it will be incredibly healing for you. Now, for January through March, we have the Seas of Mintaka. I absolutely love this card. This card is the energy of one. Mintaka is this planet that is associated with being covered with a body of water, and it's a very high vibrational realm of existence that can be tapped into. But water is the emotions. It is the emotional body, and it is also very cleansing and healing. So what I'm really getting is January through March, there's this period of really needing to dive into your emotional body. Maybe if you're not the type of individual who dives into their emotions often, you might be pushed into your emotions a little bit by the universe. And this is all to get you to release certain things, and also heal certain aspects of self. Many of you are also possibly receiving many visions, or kind of very much in a not idealistic, but fantastical type of state. Like there's this element of potential and being limitless and learning how to embody that as well, releasing certain constraints about yourself. And that's that energy of the surrender your ego. So with January, we have the King of Swords, the World, and the Ace of Swords. So many of you are this King of Swords here, or this could be someone in your field. Regardless, this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, but very much air sign energy. Again, there's these birds and nature, Gaia, very strong connection with Gaia, and also the mountaintop that I was talking about earlier, which is interesting. Regardless, there's this energy of being grounded in your energy and also potentially in an open place of communication. There could be something highlighted in January in terms of speaking or expressing yourself or healing certain blockages. But with the World here, we have you closing out major cycles. So many of you may feel like you're at the finish line or coming to the end of something currently, because we're at the end of January now. So kind of pay attention to how you feel a little bit. You're closing out areas of the past and almost getting to the point where you're ready to like, okay, I'm ready for the new, but things are still closing out. And with the World upright, this is the energy of completion, feeling like there's completion, and also the energy of blessings and abundance. And this could be felt physically, mentally, emotionally. This could be seen external to you. But with the Ace of Swords here, I'm seeing there's some energy, something hitting you in January. This could be a new idea. This could be an epiphany about your purpose, where you're headed. This could be an epiphany about someone in your field. So for those of you that do not resonate with this King of Swords energy, this could be talking about a cycle closing out with the King of Swords energy, and either having an epiphany about this. This could mean many things. With this group, I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like I'm sweating a lot. And I thought maybe it was because I'm like, getting over sickness. But when I was filming the other groups, I did not have any problem whatsoever with sweating. So there might be something with sweating here for many of you. I don't know, or like heat coming up. So the month of February, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Many of you energetically are going to be letting go of certain connections, friendships, things that do not serve you, but I'm seeing specifically on an emotional level. So this could be friendships, family, people that no longer are at your vibrational level or no longer fit basically to be in your field, because I'm seeing here with this Ten of Swords, something has ended. There's going to be an ending of some sort in February. And this is giving me the energy of closing out a mental chapter. So mentally detaching from something. Some type of paradigm is going to be closing out, because many of you with Judgment and Temperance here, we have Sagittarius energy. Many of you are going to be coming into one divine balance, divine union, or feeling this energy coursing through you as you enter into February. And there's some type of, so this is like the Ace of Swords on crack, which was in January. So I'm really feeling like this Ace of Swords and this Judgment card are very much connected. Whatever's come in January in terms of your thought process, epiphany, idea, whatever that's about, it's going further in February, and there's going to be some type of calling or just massive shift. This is like an awakening card. It represents going further into awakening, into clarity, into relationship with the divine, and also your steps moving forward. So we have endings and chapters closing out January, February, and also these massive epiphanies coming in for this group. So March is really, really interesting. And what's funny is we have Aries coming out for March, which Aries is in March, end of March. And anyway, so we have a lot of fire and air I'm seeing in this group. And also, I mean, all signs on the board, this is not a specific sign's energy. Regardless, this specific group of cards, specifically the Emperor, wanted to come out reverse, then it went like this, and then it went upright. So some of you are going to be in this energy of being ready to build, feeling like I'm there, and then some of you may like struggle a little bit in March with getting to that place, or not really feeling like you can, possibly struggling from imposter syndrome. I don't know, but regardless, there's this process of getting this Emperor to be upright in the month of March, but it's going to result in it being upright. So there's something here about releasing some type of loss, mental conflict, mental stress. There's a massive release happening in March. Just letting go and focusing on the energy of building. And with this Page of Swords here, this could be talking about an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in your field, or this could be talking about you. But a page is the energy of a student, someone who's learning something, someone who's studying something, a skill. And Swords is mental energy, communication, Mercury. So we have this energy around possibly diving into studying something, learning something new, and potentially being ready to build. Now, on the other side, some of you could be this Page of Swords and there's an Emperor in your life that comes in, or someone with a fire sign energy, someone who's older that could be offering to help you with something. Regardless, the month of March looks like you're continuing to release, but it looks, the earlier months look a little bit intense, not gonna lie. March looks like it's kind of like this settled energy and I'm ready to move forward. Things are clear to me now. Now, for April through June, we have Weight of the World. And this card, again, we have another body of water. So a lot of you are really going to be activating your emotional bodies this year, really upgrading this energy and really allowing yourself to feel. That's very important for this group, this first half of the year. I feel like a meteorologist or a news reporter, or I don't know. It's just interesting. It's kind of like this like report, like expect this. Either way, it's going to be very important from April through June for this group to really have their boundaries up and really be nurturing and taking care of themselves, allowing themselves to feel any emotions that they feel, and learning how to not carry what is not theirs. Because I'm really seeing, it's like you've gone through this release the beginning quarter of the year, and then the second quarter, it's like you don't have time. And that's not to say like don't care about those around you, but you don't have time to hold your own self back by trying to carry other people, or ignore your emotions even. You might be going through something and it's going to be important for you to tap in. We have You're Not Alone. So many of you, the second quarter of the year, are really going to be tapping in with your community, finding more soul family, soul tribe, making more connections. But there is also an energy of possible feeling alone and finding community with the divine for some of you. But you're really going to be finding value in connections overall. So for the month of April, this looks to be kind of a hit for this group. This seems to be kind of a pivotal point for this group. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and Justice in reverse. So what I'm picking up here, Justice, Libra energy, many of you may go through a bit of a hiccup, a bump in the road. This is going to cause some type of turbulence. With the Six of Wands in reverse, there's this energy of not feeling seen, not feeling appreciated. There could be this overall energy. This could have to do with work, passions, connections that you have around you. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is this energy of seeking freedom and feeling like you're not fully able to acquire that, or there's just something about feeling trapped or stuck. Like almost like you have this vision, and you know, like when we go on the journey, there's so many examples of this, but it's like you get through the process and you're like, yes, I got this. This is great. This is so awesome. And then, you know, the natural story progression is right before the perfection or that freedom or that hero, you know, gets the, you know, finishes it out, gets the glory. There's that fall. And you think, oh my gosh, like it's not gonna happen. This is what I'm kind of picking up for like April's energy. With Justice in reverse, something may happen where it may feel like something unfair happens. You may be treated some sort of way or not receive the justice basically that you deserve in a situation, and it may end up or result in you feeling lack and like what the heck kind of energy. Now, May, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So many of you may be holding on to something that you need to release or let go of. You may be holding on too tightly to something. And with the Two of Wands here, I am seeing there is an aspect of planning something, or being in the planning stages, the development stages of something beginning. And it's like, okay, we're getting the works here. We're getting this figured out. But I was like, okay, I kind of want to know what this Four of Pentacles has to do with what needs to be released or what's being held too tightly at this time. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be an individual. I'm really picking up that this is an individual. Could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, or someone that is just very nurturing, kind, grounded, very connected to Gaia. This could be a mother figure. This could be many things, but I am picking up on a more feminine-based energy that needs to be let go of or released. This could even be a vision that you specifically have about yourself, but you're holding on very tightly to something. And I'm not necessarily thinking it needs to necessarily be released, whether this is a person or an idea. But just pay attention around May time to certain patterns of thinking or feelings that you may have that it may be better for you to shift. Now, June. So y'all remember April, you got hit. Something's happening. And you're gonna feel like, oh my gosh. But June, look what we have. I said I don't want a story to my guides to the divine, but they were like, no, you need to. So Ace of Pentacles energy in June. There is some sort of new beginning coming in. This is something that was manifested. This is something that could bring you abundance. This is something that you have been desiring. And this is tied to the Ace of Swords and Judgment in January, February energy. Something about your vision. You're going to be releasing massive amounts of restlessness, anxiety, and I was picking up a natural anticipation you could be feeling. So maybe leading up to June, you're going to be feeling this energy, this roller coaster, and then Nine of Swords energy in reverse, releasing a massive amount of stress, insomnia, anxiety, restlessness. With the Ten of Wands, in June, you may feel an aspect, you're completing a cycle regarding how much you carry and your burdens, or even just surrounding passion or spirituality, development. But with this Ten of Wands, I'm getting the energy of you may kind of be or feel a little either tired or drained in June a little bit. But at the same time, you got this new beginning and you're releasing negative mental energy. And then also we have an Ace of Cups, a new emotional beginning, an expansion of the heart space. So I'm like, okay, very, very interesting. Then we have the Chariot, the pursuit of something. This is Cancer energy. This is like getting on the horse and saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's the time is now. We're going after it. This is the balanced energy of the masculine, feminine, going after and shooting after something and like pursuing it. And that's what might cause the 10 of Wands, because I feel like there's a lot happening at the same time. This could be around connections, relationships coming in, new things. Then you got this new grounded beginning, and you're, you know, building, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, you know, this is really intense. And then we finish off with the Star in June. This is like, you know, basically on the base level, wish come true. But the Star is Aquarius energy. It's healing. So some of you, the Chariot, could be going after the Star. Well, all of you, I'm pretty sure. Whatever the Star is, the Star could literally be a person in Aquarius energy or placement. Or this is after after your healing, after your wish fulfillment. Like, so I'm like, whoa, okay. Group 1, like, this first half of the year is going to feel pretty intense, and June is, get ready for June. That's all I gotta say. And also, it's important to know that energy can always shift and change depending on your timeline, your frequency of energy. Things can always shift. This is all overall energy. Regardless, we're going to move to your second half of the year now. Group 1, the second part of your reading. Let's dive in. So for July through December, we have surrender unhealthy relationships. So there's this energy, whenever this card comes out, this can be talking about family, relationships, romantic, friends, platonic, but there's this energy of you either needing to pay attention to relationship dynamics the second half of the year, or you're going to be releasing any toxic connections. And I asked for clarity, and we got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So anything that is not leading you to emotional abundance, you are being asked to ex-nay it out of your life. Don't hold on to anything. Don't, it's like, I'm picking up this energy of you'll know when you know. Like, if there's this exchange happening either with a family member or potential romantic interest, specifically within the second half of the year, and it's not fulfilling you, just get out, leave. And we also have surrender your desire to control people. Now, this card usually comes out, it rarely, so I don't pick up that this group is controlling in any way, shape, or form. And when I asked for clarity, we have the Emperor here, which I do believe is you. This is fire sign Aries energy. Regardless, though, this could be talking about a masculine energy in your field, an older masculine, a father energy, a potential romantic partner. But I do feel like this is mainly talking about you and not pushing yourself, not trying to control yourself too much at the end of the second half of this year overall. Now, for July, August, September of this 2022 year, many of you are going to be going through a massive awakening from July to September, like further than you already are. We have Fall Into My Arms. So many of you are going to be experiencing, again, this hit of the emotional body. There's this activation of the emotional body, feeling the positives and the negatives, but also it's going to be important for you to surrender to your connection with the divine as much as possible from July to September. There's this need to, I just feel like you're going to need to be resting and really taking care of yourself for that third quarter of the year. We then have Child of the Cosmos. So there's a lot of self-realization happening at this time. I do feel like there might be a little bit of a slowdown in terms of how fast time is moving or what's going to be happening. There's this star in the heart chakra area. So there's going to be some type of heavy heart expansion, but also this energy of surrender, this ability to spiritually expand and understand your roots even more, the creator. I'm just feeling this diving in. So then we also have Messenger that wanted to come out. And this card always like reminds me or just gives me the energy of 33 or Christ energy. And many of you could be connected to the Sirius star. Regardless, there's this activation of purpose I'm seeing, like even further, this throat chakra energy. And it's so cool because I really feel like July through September, there's going to be some aspect of things slowing down just so you can see also how brilliantly gifted you are, or dive further into these things, because we also have jump in. So this is the energy of adventure, change, 555. Yes, like say yes to change, differences. So I almost feel like, and it's funny because the Fall Into My Arms card says holding the opposites, extremes of life. And I really feel like in some ways there's like this speed up, and then there's like an energy of a slowdown at the same time in certain areas for this third quarter, but there's a lot of energy coming in. So I'm like, okay, well, what does July have in store energy-wise? We have this energy of the Nine of Wands. This is you persisting. So you may come to a point where you feel a little bit tired in July. But this isn't like, this is coming to the energy of not giving up, continuing to go after something. And we have the Two of Swords here, which is this energy of going back and forth about something in your mind. This could be a decision. This could be going back and forth between energies or priorities, but this is mental energy. I was like, what does this Two of Swords have to do with? We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is the energy of skill, work, putting in a lot of work. In the moon cycles, this third quarter might be really important to this group. Regardless, there's something here about you trying to decide either about something that has to do with work, passion, career, or this has to do with priorities and where do I put my time and energy? Like, where should I? I'm going back and forth between this thing and this thing. So in August, we have the Knight of Swords here. So Knight of Swords, I feel like very much are messengers. There could be a message incoming, or this could be you pursuing something, going after something. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This could be somebody else, but I am seeing with the Nine of Cups in reverse here and the Hanged Man in reverse, there's going to be this energy of some type of disappointment. Something that you may have felt was like, yes, this may be it, is going to kind of redirect you in terms of like, okay, maybe not. And there's going to be a need for you to change your perspective or surrender to something. I'm seeing this shift happen in August in terms of like, hold on, okay, redirection, rewind, hold on. And this could be talking about an individual here, or this could be just talking about something that you are wanting to pursue. Now, in September, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here. Seven of Pentacles is giving me the energy of, and it's funny because my leg is shaking right now. And I'm like, it's this energy of restlessness, almost like anxiousness, this natural anticipation that I was picking up for this group. Like you're able to feel something's coming, but it's not here yet. There's this energy of possible impatience to some degree because we have the Fool in reverse. This is Aquarius energy. The divine does not want you to... The reason why, because I'm seeing you guys from the beginning of this year or early on are ready for this new beginning or are planning for it. And many of you are like, come on, let's go. But the divine is like, we need you to get to a certain point first. And this has to do with your spiritual and emotional bodies, and also shifts in thinking and purpose-wise. More specifics need to come in for this group. And until they do, this Fool is going to be in reverse because it's not here yet completely. This could also mean, this is Aquarius energy, this could also mean the divine is warning you not to be too naive or reckless in terms of making decisions. But we have the Lovers here. Now, this could be talking about a union coming in, or this could be talking about a decision. But let me actually see for you all right now. What is this, this Lovers card? Can you clarify this Lovers card for me? What does this Lovers have to do with? Yeah, okay. So we have the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles here. There's some type of either decision, could be a partnership or collaboration coming in for some of you. This is Gemini energy. But this could be talking about a relationship potentially coming in around September time. But for many of you, either way, I'm seeing there's some type of decision regarding a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is out again. Something that is very grounded that could bring you material abundance. Whether you're working with somebody or coming together with somebody, but it's bringing some sort of anxiety. There's some sort of restlessness about this. As you grow, as you expand, as you align to your highest potential, energies shift, energies change. You align yourself with higher vibrations and frequencies. So again, things can shift. Now in October, November, December, we have double mission. And I am lit right now. Because I really feel like all these light worker cards progressed into this final one. And I'm so excited this card came out for you. Double mission is literally my card of not only having a life here on earth where you're supposed to experience humanity and go through the day-to-day, but also you have a mission to shift the consciousness, to create change in some way. And when this card is coming out for the last quarter of the year, this is telling me there's some type of action with this double mission, or at least like more awakening to this. And this is like overall energy of these last 3 months of 2022. This could also mean sometimes I do pick up that you do have a mission with someone else, a divine counterpart that will be awakening as well or coming together. Now for October, we have the Star and Judgment. I saw these cards earlier. We have massive healing coming in. So again, we have Aquarius energy popping up on the board. This is massive healing. This could be some type of wish fulfillment, but I'm really picking up this calm energy of being held by the divine and also having massive realizations. So I'm really seeing October being a massive month of awakening for you and receiving a really important calling, like even further clarity about things. So I try to be vague with this because these aren't necessarily predictions, they're more so the reading of energy. And it's really important for like this group to know that you're heading into freedom. These things that you've been asking for, these things you deeply desire to your core, the divine wants to bring this in. But I'm seeing this year is such a big process in getting you there, and sometimes the process of getting you there is to force you into surrender. And I do feel like this group might have a little trouble with the energy of surrendering, but in October I'm really picking up this energy of surrender and also receiving a massive calling forward, clarity. This is really powerful and a lot of healing. So November, we have the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess Pisces energy, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So Seven of Cups, this is telling me that there could be an energy of needing to make a decision in November. And this isn't major arcana, so this isn't like super big deal, but this is like kind of like, again, the energy of priorities. Where should I place my energy? What cup should I choose? Which cup has the snake under it? And which cup has like the abundance or the home? So there's something here, but with the High Priestess here, this is telling me that you're either going to be receiving help or guidance from someone who is either spiritually gifted or very much in touch with the divine, or you are going to be receiving visions or guidance yourself, activating certain layers of abilities, opening up further in terms of your guidance or your way forward. Could also meet someone who's a water sign, Pisces energy, that is extremely spiritually gifted as well. Either way, it could be you or somebody else. With the Ace of Wands in reverse here, we have this energy of not necessarily feeling burnt out. Like there's this new energy coming in with the Ace of Wands. Aces are beginnings. But needing to be careful not to get burnt out in November around some type of ignition of passion. This could be something that you're afraid that if you pursue or do something about it, it's going to not amount to anything. But there's something surrounding this Ace of Wands in reverse that is telling me that there's a lack energy. Let me just get clarity on this Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, you're going to be healing, Three of Swords in reverse, healing in November. But also this Ace of Wands has to do with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something here around something you would like to pursue, and maybe it hasn't fully started yet, and you're just kind of like feeling a little bit unsure. Obviously, like when you get to November, things will be a lot more clear. December 2022, for group 1, we have this energy of the Four of Cups here. So there could be a lot of contemplation, meditation, possibly just waiting for something. I am also seeing you have 2 aces on the board, just like June, I'm pretty sure. The same aces, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So something new is arriving in terms of your emotional body and your material world. So these could be talking about the same, 2 energies in June, but I'm really picking up, you do have a lot of new beginning energy. As you're releasing, it's like you're going through these stages of releasing certain things, and then bam, new things come in, and then you release more, and then more new things are coming in. So the end of the year, expect to have some brand new beginnings coming in, but also 10 of Wands, there's going to be a need for you to really be prioritizing yourself at the end of this year and releasing what does not serve you. You could be feeling a little bit burdened. I'm really feeling this energy of building a lot this year. Building a lot, developing a lot. And so I really feel like that's natural. Like usually this card might be a little bad. I really don't feel like this card is bad. It's been out twice now. So it's almost like the first half of the year is this build up, this roller coaster, and then you go down, and then it's like almost like there's 2 roles for this group, this progression. So that is your card section of your 2022 overall energy reading. I hope that you enjoyed. If you resonated with this reading, please leave a comment, like, follow, subscribe. Group 2, the first thing I heard and wrote in all caps was music, underlined 3 times. There's something really big with music. Either you love music, you're a musician. There's this beautiful energy. For some of you, you may be connected with Lana Del Rey. I don't know why, but she came to my mind, so I had to write it down. The numbers 3, 2, and 12 are going to be very important for this group to look out for this year in terms of divine guidance and energy overall. Many of you are triads, which is a combination of either earth, air, water, earth, fire, water. There's something here in terms of like your sun, moon, rising all being different elements. Now this is just for some of you, but I was picking up that there is this energy of this triad here, 3 different or 4 different elements. And obviously like we're a combination of all the different elements to some degree, but in like your main placement, sun, moon, rising, Mars, Venus, there's this mixture here for many of you. As soon as I tapped into your frequency, I felt this like warmth, this golden energy, this ray of sun energy, very aesthetic vibe. I don't even know what to compare it to, like a little bit Venetian, ancient Parisian, but this beautiful, beautiful royal brownish gold tan energy that I'm just like, whoa, it blew me away, honestly. And I was just like, okay, so someone is very much in touch with their higher self, and also probably Venus energy. I'm really picking up on strong Venus placements. There's an energy of quiet, unspoken power. Like you could walk into a room and it's like, bam, you don't even have to say anything, but there's just like this energy of, okay, this person walks with the angels, or this person has this aspect of like, woo, power. Now, 2022 is going to be extremely powerful for this specific group in terms of your divine feminine or yin energies, specifically regarding the crown, third eye, throat, and sacral chakra, but mainly these upper chakras here are activating immensely for this group. Abilities are going to be opening up more. Connection with the divine is going to be intensifying. And many of you have already gone through a massive awakening already, and it's just going further. So things are being cemented in and improving this year. It is going to be extremely important for you to be grounding with Gaia frequently this year as well, because I'm seeing there's a lot up here. So many of you may be spiritual workers or diving into spiritual work, healers, energy work, using divine abilities that utilize these upper chakras. And there could be periods of times where you're extremely ungrounded this year, so it's going to be important for you to spend time in nature, to use specific crystals, obsidian, tourmaline, red carnelian, just anything that is good for the sacral and root chakras, and walk around as much as you can barefoot. This group also very much light worker, starseed, may identify with all the different clairs, high dimensionality, multi-dimensionality, all of the above. I feel like many of you have done a lot of research on this stuff and are very much ancient cosmic ancestors, just divine beings of light, like insane. There could be a lot of movement happening in the physical this year for you, or I'm seeing the spiritual. So things happening in the higher realms that you are aware of, outside of your physical body actually moving. But I do feel like there is some movement and travel here in the physical for many of you. I kept hearing the word warrior over and over again, spiritual warrior, warrior. This could mean something to some of you, or you just embody this energy. So again, to be more specific, I was picking up musicians, artists, potentially something with podcasts, something with speaking, something with social media content creators. There's like this expansion that's happening, but also for many of you, you may be picking up. A lot of this year is going to be about receiving information from the divine and going after it. So majority of this year is like taking things in, and then I'm not really seeing a lot of action. Like other groups have like this shooting off. With this group, I'm seeing this almost this still energy of like receiving, possibly, and this doesn't change like doing your work, doing your job, spiritual healing, whatever it is that you do, whatever you want to pursue, that's not changing that. But I'm seeing that you're receiving like next steps, and you're planning this out either really quietly, or there's like playing it very smart, like you know exactly when to move and you're not going to push it. There's a message here that some of you need to be working with herbs and plants frequently, or diving into this work or studying this. Some of you could be a perfectionist or struggle with perfectionist tendencies, and this, for many of you, could stem from your childhood or certain things with parenting or your parents. But I do see this aspect healing because many of you are expression oriented. There's something you need to be sharing with the world. And many of you are going to be clearing these blocks around the throat and solar plexus chakra in terms of perfectionism, expression, feeling safe, releasing shame, embarrassment, anything of that sort this year. You're going to be pushing yourself through this healing, which I think is beautiful. Also, I wrote in all caps, LOVE, love, divine union. I'm picking up on a lot of unions, heart openings, heart awakenings, expansions, and love is not an area that I personally prioritize in my readings because yes, it is a natural part of life. It is a natural phenomena, and love is beautiful. Love is the creator, unconditional love, that is. But seeing it as it is 2022, and many of you are my very high vibrational souls, if you are in a relationship, or if you're in an existing relationship and it's very healthy, then expect this to be deepening further and certain further commitments happening possibly. And for those that are my singles, I do really feel like many of you are going to be meeting a very important someone this year, if not already. So be on the lookout for that. The overall energy for this group for 2022, I'm seeing before the cards is discovering further aspects of self, lots of planning, activations, and just this expansion energy. So those are your intuitive messages, group 2, and now we're going to move on to your cards. Group 2, I'm absolutely done with you. I literally started filming this part at 2:22 p.m. and so I've already done some filming for other groups, and I'm just absolutely this card section of your reading, I'm ready, and I hope you are too. If I were you, I would take out a notebook, write down some notes here because So I have a few different decks here. I am doing quarterly energy, half-year energy, and also just monthly energy basic with tarot. So for January through June of 2022, we have surrender to rest and sleep. So really prioritizing care, dream journal, maybe start a dream journal, but really taking care of yourself. And we also have surrender to the magic of who you are. So a lot of discovery energy and also just enveloping this peace, this joy, and this knowledge of who you are. So I'm like, wow. So January through March, group 2, I'm done. We have all paths lead home. Many of you are going to be diving more deeper into your intuition. And also so this literally says inner authority. Like I was mentioning, you all have this unspoken strength and power that you carry. So many of you are going to be embodying that more. But this card also comes out when I personally feel like the divine is wanting to remind a client, whoever it is that receives this card, that there is no wrong choice that you could make. There's no mistakes. There's just lessons that we learn. You're going to end up where you need to end up. So if you have to make certain decisions, if you have to, prioritize certain things, or you're worried about doing something wrong, please don't allow yourself to worry, because you're going to end up exactly where you need to be. We have I remember. Many of you are very much going to be surrounded by destiny, very much aligned with layers of past lives, activating immensely, like I was saying in the intuitive messages, and also remembering the depths of who you are. This is remembering why you're here, what you're here for, what you're meant to do on a deeper level. And this is something that it's not common. And then we have surrender to the sweetness. This is my Venus energy, my love card in this deck. And it literally says, make love to life, embracing sensuality, embrace sacral chakra energy, movement, sensuality, embracing the pleasures of life in the most beautiful way, but also could symbolize love blossoming. January, we have temperance, Sagittarius energy, very fiery energy, but very much connected with the angelic realms, but also there's this energy of divine patience that you're carrying, this knowing, and many of you are balancing the sun and the moon. You are achieving inner union with yourself this month, and please pay attention because we're at the end of January now. So whether you feel this way now or not, energetically, you will be feeling as if things are shifting, certain chakras are releasing, activating. Regardless, you're embodying this energy of divine union with self. Well, guess what? February, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups upright. So February, it's going to be very important for you to be balancing all of your priorities. So work, home, friends, personal life, self-care, love. Make sure that you are allowing yourself to balance out in the month of February. I feel like 2/22/22 is going to be really big for this group, and also 2/2/22. Hopefully, this will be out before 2/2/22. Two of Cups. This is the blossoming of soulmate connections coming in. This could be new love. This could be deepening connections. This could be very strong friendships coming in, but I'm really picking up on the energy of love. Then in March, we have the Ace of Cups. This is even diving further into love, surrendering to the sweetness. This is the awakening and expansion of the heart chakra. This could, just be intense self-love, intense love for others, agape love. And this is really giving me the vibes of heavy love coming in for this group. Just in terms of people around you, existence in general. There is an energy of kind of possibly being a little bit overburdened, maybe a little overworked, tired, burnt out. And I was like, okay, what does this have to do with? The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Cups, I feel like it's you. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Many of you are giving me water sign vibes. All signs are on the board, but just the energy of heavy water placements or important water placements, spirituality, divinity. Regardless, this is a highly spiritual individual, very connected with the divine, going through crown chakra activations, healing. But there's a need for this Queen of Cups to slow down in March, is what I'm picking up. And for some of you, you may be feeling the Ten of Wands because things are stagnant, things aren't moving the way you want, but many of you are being asked to slow down in the month of March. We also have the Ace of Pentacles popping up in the month of March. So there's all these new beginnings coming in. There's partnerships. There's the beginning of this year, it's is going to be February, March is going to be hitting some things off. And it's this energy of being able to juggle things. Now, April, May, June, we have, it's almost like, this is so funny. I was sitting here okay, we got this whole vibe coming, and then bam, just like the universe works. I'm I was not expecting that. We have wait, April, May, June. So this card is giving me the vibes of there may be something that you're wanting, something you're desiring, or I don't know, but there's this message of wait. It's not time yet. Things are still being woven behind the scenes during this time of your life. So April, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun in reverse. So either things are just really slowing down at this time, because with the Sun in reverse, it's still a positive card, but it can also mean just bittersweet energy. This is Leo energy as well. But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's telling me this is either you or somebody else. Studying something, learning something, but things moving very slow. You may be like really imbalanced. April, it's really important for you to be ready potentially to build or work with people, collaborate. This could have to do with family, friends, connections, just work in general. And let go of any amount of fear. Ooh, many of you are building. Many of you are developing and growing something. And I feel like a lot of you, this has to do with career. It has to do with purpose, or it could have to just do with life in general. And some of you may, in April, get a little bit, not scared, but there's going to be a lot of potential fears or doubts or triggers that may come up for you, kind of like testing ground, especially in regards to building or working with others, putting yourself out there, going further. You may feel really new at something. I don't know, but with the Strength in reverse, Leo energy again. This could be talking about a Leo. This could be talking about a fire sign, somebody in your field. I don't know. I doubt it though. There's some type of insecurity or doubt coming through here. Now with May, we have the Six of Cups coming out. This is the energy of nostalgia, reflecting, bringing balance to the past, almost like closing out certain things. And just looked at 10:10 on the recording clock. So yeah, you're going to be closing out layers of possibly inner child healing or just diving further into your past. My right ear is ringing now. There's a lot happening in the month of May for you. There's something with an animal too that I'm picking up on. But regardless, you could be working with children, connecting with a child. It's so vague because we have this wait card here. Things slowing down. It's not yet time. Then you have the Six of Cups nostalgia, which came out with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So you're going to be changing your perspective about something. There's something that's going to force you to change your perspective or surrender to something, some type of shift. Could have to do with a child, could have to do with the past, could have to... Some of you, if you're looking to have a child, could be the time for you. Because the Six of Cups can often mean a child. Ooh. Okay. Not saying this is for all of you, but I'm really picking up that for a few of you, you may conceive. Or there's something, because I've been wondering what the Seven of Swords in reverse is. Seven of Swords is a reveal. Something is being revealed. And the Six of Cups here, child energy. Like this card often can symbolize a baby, a child, conception. But it can also just mean, if that's not what you're looking for, then what this could mean is just you shifting your perspective about something being revealed to you, possibly about your childhood, about a child, from a child, or you're diving back into nostalgia and reminiscing, and then you're remembering certain things, or certain things are just being revealed to you in May. In June, this is beautiful. Many of you are going to be traveling or moving. Six of Swords energy. This is physical. This can symbolize actual vacation, physical movement, traveling, going somewhere, like relocating to, but this is the energy of moving from one mindset to another as well, shifting frequencies to a more positive one. Not saying you were in a negative one, but I am seeing that there is a period of just kind of like slow movement going within, shifting, like possibly things getting really intense, building, growing, and then like, hold on, I need to take a breather. Like the universe is allowing you that time from like April through May. And then with the Emperor here, Aries energy, this could be someone coming in to assist you, older masculine energy. But I am seeing that this has to do with you building more so. This is you building your empire, embodying this energy of, okay, Six of Swords, and I'm doing this. So that is the first half, January through June of 2022 for group 2. I'm in love with this reading so far. And now we're going to move through July to December. Okay, group 2, I'm done with you again. I'm just absolutely like in love with your reading. I'm absolutely in love with your reading. So July to December of 2022, we have surrender defensiveness. So there's this need, many times this card comes out for those that have had to endure a lot and go through a lot and may have walls up. And so it's important for you to release those walls as you head into the second half of 2022. Maybe there's something that goes on or something that shifts in terms of energy that makes you kind of put your walls up, and the divine's like, no, don't do that the second half. Why? Because surrender to miracles. Stop. This is the best card in my surrender deck. Stop. Literally surrender to miracles. Many of you could be connected to sea creatures, dolphins, whales, sea turtles, seahorses. Let me know. But what? So get ready to receive, group 2. Like, just stop playing. So I'm like, okay. July, August, September is represented by the cosmic heart. So much heart expansion. So much love. You have this divine energy, this devotion energy washing over you through the third quarter of the year. It literally says, make your life a moving prayer. You're going to represent and embody this energy so much during this third quarter of the year, just holding on to this energy of expansion and expanding others through that. So I'm like, okay, wow. Tell me what's up for July 2022, group 2. We have the Ace of Swords here. This is an epiphany, an idea. This is an expansion of the mind. Something is going to come in that is going to either be a vision or a thought, or bam, it's going to hit you like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, what does this have to do with? This has to do with the Six of Pentacles. This is some type of abundance, either windfall coming in, possibly inheritance. This could also have to deal with ideas regarding exchange, even exchange, receiving what you're giving and vice versa. Like this type of energy coming in, generosity overall. With the Empress, now this is kind of a pregnancy card. So some of you who are expecting or wanting to conceive, this could be a very positive year for you in terms of that. But either way, there's something that you're birthing, that you're creating a lot this year. You could be a creator. You could be doing something involving creativity and possibly conveying Gaia through that, Mother Earth through that. Many of you there's either going to be some type of celebration, some type of party coming together. This Four of Wands can also mean union, and it can also mean movement as well. So we did have the Six of Swords and the Emperor in June, and now we have the Four of Wands, which is literally happy home, moving, relocating in July. So some of you really are going to be moving this year, or shifting, and there's going to be a shift in abundance or exchange, an idea of how to continue growing. Now, August was very confusing for me, group 2, because there was 2 times that you had huge amounts of cards come out, and I was literally like, I'm not taking this amount, but I did look at the overall cards and kind of got a feel, and it did look like there was a lot happening in August of 2022 for you in terms of either relationships, dynamics with others shifting, possibly closing out cycles with individuals, maybe something not super positive happening with an individual in your life. But what's really interesting is when I was like, I would really just like for this message to be overall energy, not an entire book. We have Six of Wands, Justice, and the Page of Swords. So this is telling me, one, there's going to be victory and some type of justice, some type of good karmic payout, whether it's on your side or another person's side. So whether you're on the side of bad karma or good karma, justice is going to be prevailing this month in regards to something in this Page of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but really someone that's learning something, or could be diving into a skill, reading a lot, communicating a lot, has to use the throat chakra often. This could be talking about you. Justice and some type of victory, recognition, being seen, a heightened audience, even just like something around being noticed, being recognized further. And this could be someone else, someone in your field, a child of yours, or this could be, again, yourself. Now, we do also have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So there's something really big around your development of independence, abundance, wealth, spiritual abundance, freedom, financial freedom. There's this beautiful energy here, but you could be overthinking this in August. You could be over planning, just like there's this energy of like, oh my goodness, kind of at the beginning stages of thinking something through or learning something or a new passion, and just kind of like, oh. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, there could be some concerns around finances around this time, or this could be talking about an individual in your field, primarily earth placements that kind of something's going on with, or it may be a little rocky. I'm really picking up that this is you though, group 2, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and there could just be just this slight concern or not really fully feeling in your element. This could just be simple health or something else in regards to planning. Now, September, we have the 10 of Cups coming. Emotional fulfillment, heart being filled, completion. There's something here of just this deep satisfaction. And also music is coming up again, and love as well. And this has to do with patience and investments that you've made are bringing you abundance. And you also have the Fool here, Aquarius energy. There's this huge energy in September. So while August seems to be really intense for many of you, both kind of positive and a little bit negative, who knows? September is like, bam, all this, man, anything has been worth it. But this entire year looks to be so dope. I'm done. And then for October, November, December, we have Messenger card. This is 33 Christ energy, Sirius energy. Many of you could be Sirian star seeds. I'm really picking up for this group highly. Pleiades as well. But there's this energy of throat chakra activation, mission activation, even further, diving deeper into sharing something with humanity. And then it literally says bringing harmony and balance. 2022, it's 6, unity, union, balance, harmony. So this year is highly activating for you. Then we have Child of the Cosmos here. Again, heart chakra expansion. Love, you are the cosmos. It's this understanding, maybe even further embodying your higher self, living through that energy. So in October, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So you just had the 10 of Cups. I'm laughing and I'm like acting super intense because I can't even cry. That's how, like, if I could, I would cry. Because this is like, are you serious right now? I feel like this is how you're kind of going to be, but probably a bit more in touch with your emotions. Because I'm kind of just shocked. You have the 10 of Pentacles. This is either, you know, family fun times. This is feeling abundance on all levels. Completion, reaching the end goal of something, specifically in regards to your material world, the earth plane, family, even possibly receiving some type of inheritance, a windfall of some sort. With the Hermit in reverse with it, this is not telling me that you've been in too much isolation. I don't think so. This is telling me, this is Virgo energy. This is telling me that you are going to be coming out more. It's time for you to shine, really, in October, even more than you have been. It's going to be your time. And what's funny is in November, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this revisiting, this visitation of balance, priority, possibly things picking up and needing to, okay, I need to prioritize things. I need to make sure that I'm balanced. And also strength in reverse, again, Leo energy. So it's like the divine is opening up all these doors, opening up this energy, pushing you through, and then like getting you to the point of like, I don't know if I can, like really up leveling, and then pulling you back in and saying, it's okay, now level up, prepare. And then you level up, prepare, and then you're upgrading. Then you got the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the Fool, all this bam, bam, possibly moving, possible, conceiving, adding to the family. And then shoot, it's like the divine is like, okay, we're pushing you out even further. Come on now. And you're like, okay, I can do this. And then it's like, whoo, it's even more intense. And with the Strength card in reverse. So you're going to be addressing certain layers of insecurities. And then in December, we have the Five of Swords and Three of Cups. So there's this energy of coming together with people, possibly meeting soul family, expanding your friend group, your soul tribe. Just beautiful energy of celebrations, reunions. It is the holiday time, so that does make a lot of sense. With the Five of Swords here, we do have some sort of mental conflict that you could be feeling, potentially some sort of loss. Let me get some clarity on this Five of Swords here. So at the end of the year, it looks like you may be facing some sort of mental stress or conflict in regards to the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is either choosing not to walk away from the Seven of Pentacles, this is an investment, or knowing that you need to walk away from the Seven of Pentacles, an investment, something that you've been working on for maybe something more better or a better opportunity, and not feeling like you're fully ready to walk away. So either you need to walk away from something in December, or you are choosing to stay with something even though it's a hard decision. There's just something here around potentially needing to walk away from an investment. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is telling me this is some type of career thing or job opportunity, maybe what's in your comfort zone, and the divine is like, okay, you've grown so much 2022, it's time for you to expand, and this may be uncomfortable for you, because I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands, with the Surrender Your Defenses card, this is kind of making some sense. The Seven of Wands is all about putting your defenses up, your walls up. So there's something here around being deeply protected in December around this time, but it's important for you to just kind of be open to change. So that is your reading. Group 3, welcome to your intuitive message section of this 2022 overall energy reading that we have. Now, many of you are my spiritual warriors. Immediately tapped into this extremely powerful force of energy. Many of you are my shamans, my ancients, very connected to the animal planet, very, very beautiful, intense energy that emanates from your souls. 11, 55, and 444 specifically are coming up for this group to watch out for from the divine this year as important numbers or possible guidance that may come in for you. This year, for many of you, I got the overall message that you are going to be connecting with the roots of who you are on a very deep level, on a deep scale. This goes beyond physical. This is not, it could connect with your bloodline ancestry, but I'm seeing this is like connecting to the roots of your being, your innermost, like your light source, what you are here for, who you are truly. Some of you could be very much connected to the indigenous culture or tribal energy in terms of actually having that in your bloodline or ancestry. I'm really just picking up on that overall energy. And it was really beautiful because for some of you, I was seeing this energy of this ancient dance happening around you, and many of your guides or higher beings of light that are assisting you, and I just saw an orb, they're calling it the activation of liberation. And it makes me feel really emotional because I feel like this group has done a lot of work. And so there's this energy of it's not just you this year. And I mean, not necessarily in the physical. You may be cleaning house in a lot of areas in terms of friends, relationships, family. But I'm picking up, you're never going to feel alone, because there's this energy of the divine surrounding you constantly. And you're aware of this, and they're working with you constantly. I just feel like your energy is being held because you, one, are activating, but also you have shifted the frequencies of your lineage, of your bloodline. Many of you are connected directly with your ancestral work or your ancestry, or you are just very much connected to Gaia's overall karmic energy, and you're liberating the collective. This group obviously is my generational legacy breaker. Legacy is the wrong word. Generational curse or karma breaker. You are going to be activating your emotional body on a deeper scale this year, and I just kept hearing agape love, heart expansion. So I really feel like many of you are going to at some point embody Christ-like love, unconditional love for all of existence. This may wash over you very slowly, or it may come to you fast, hit you like a wave, and you may just be out one day and this expansion, because I'm seeing many of you are very empathic, sensitive, loving individuals, but the depth at which you love and understand the Creator is going to be highly expanded this year, highly activated. This year, 2022, this group needs to be ready to receive from others. This is making me very happy to relay this message, because I feel like this group is filled with a lot of givers, and I feel like the divine is wanting you to prepare to receive with love from others, with work, but there's this beautiful energy of being gifted things. And one, it's because you deserve it, but also it's because in many ways you are being gifted by the divine. There could be a lot of financial growth for many of you this year as well. Many of you are also embodying your higher self to a really high degree this year. And I'm seeing a lot that is connected to specific movements of the body, yoga, tai chi, practicing things that really get your physical body moving, that really activate certain elements of self, that connect you with the physical aspects of your innermost or your higher self. Your crown, your soul star chakra, which is above your crown, your heart and your root chakras are all going to be activating and coming online / upgrading immensely this year. Many of you could be either doing something where you're creating some type of art or connecting with visual aspects of art. Many of you are visual learners, or you connect by seeing things or relaying things in a really visual sense. This is just for some of you, it was a very interesting message. Also, some of you are going to be connecting with a specific council of high vibrational beings or ascended masters. And this is going to be something that you keep on the down low. This is going to be something that you do not speak about. And rightfully so, because things like this shouldn't necessarily, it's not that it shouldn't be shared. It's that sometimes things can tarnish the energy when we speak about it, when we share about it. And some things are very private to our direct soul journey, which is really what I'm seeing with this group. So There may be an experience that you have either with an ascended master, with a direct council of beings. This is very specific for some of you. This could happen throughout the year. This could happen at one specific point. But I do see this almost like a USB cord being plugged in at some point this year, and it really expanding to either a new layer of beings that you're able to connect to in your physical being, because you're releasing a lot of ego, a lot of fear in terms of connecting. I'm getting a lot of Scorpio energy or transformation energy in this group, so please look at your Scorpio or 8th house Pluto placements in your chart and kind of correlate that energy with this year, because I am seeing a lot of you are going through a massive transformation. This message is really beautiful. I received it towards the end, and the divine has a message for many of you in terms of wanting to let you know that you have already liberated yourselves in many ways. You have freed yourselves. And some of you may be coming into this year with a mindset of you still have a lot of work to do. You still want to get to this place. You still want to do this. You still need to change this about this habit or do this. And the divine wants you to sit in the energy of how liberated you already are, because that's going to be the key to getting you to move even further. So it's not about pushing yourself this year. It's about looking at your progress, how far you've made it, and using that to catapult yourself. The Kabbalah, or the Tree of Life, ancient Hebrew energy is coming in for this group massively. Abrahamic traditions, very much esoteric arts popping up, Kundalini, serpent, all of that energy. Dragon energy is coming up for this group as well. I am seeing for a lot of you that you will be finding what home is to you, what stability is to you, what does it mean to you. And for many of you, home is a feeling, it's not a place. But I do see for many of you, you will be either moving somewhere, shifting physical locations, or at least finding that element of home and settling in. I was picking up a lot of fantasy, fairy, elf energy, woods, forestry. Also, I was seeing the sand and beach for this group as well. So group 3, that is your intuitive message part of your 2022 overall energy reading. And now we're going to move into the card section. Group 3, I'm experiencing a lot of third eye energy, phenomena, sensations, and just intensities. I really feel like right now this Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde is very important for this group. So we're going to dive right in. For January, so I have 3 different decks here. And I'm using one deck for the first half of the year, the second half of the year, and then I'm using another deck for the quarters, and then my tarot for just overall energy of each month. So for January through June of 2022, we have Surrender Your Ego. And obviously, this group is highly spiritual, highly activated, very much my shamans, my ancients, liberation, freedom. There's this aspect, because ego, we should always be releasing our ego. There's this energy of needing to, this could have to do with fears, doubts, hesitations, anything preventing you from being and constantly maintaining unconditional love. We also have surrender unhealthy relationships that has come out. So this could be letting go of possible toxic patterns, or allowing certain patterns to go on within a relationship. This could be letting go of certain individuals, releasing certain individuals. Now for January through March, we have I Remember. So many of you are really going to be activating and stepping into this energy of your higher self further. You're going to be remembering more about your soul blueprint, why you are here, who you are. And there's this energy of this merge happening with the divine overall, and this activation happening at the beginning, the first quarter of this year. Then we also have Surrender to the Sweetness. This is my love card. So many of you could have love blossoming. during this first quarter, or it would be a focus, but a lot of you have very important Venus placements as well. This card literally says make love to life. So there's this energy of diving into sensuality, pleasure, experiencing the joys of life, and understanding that exchange. January, we have this energy, many of you, so we're at the end of January now, and so this may resonate or this may be coming within this last week, but for many of you, you could have a lot of earth placements in your chart, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but we have this Page of Pentacles in reverse and this Seven of Cups in reverse. So some of you are feeling quite overwhelmed with energies, with certain decisions, could be feeling indecisive about something or just a little bit all over the place. And a little bit ungrounded, not fully in your element. I'm just seeing something here a little bit with an off energy. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with a lot of different energies intervening. Mercury retrograde, could be Venus retrograde. But regardless, there's this energy of overwhelm. So for February, we have this Ace of Swords. So I was like, okay, beautiful. There's some type of epiphany or clarity coming in, either a vision or some type of clear-sightedness in terms of forward movement. Either what's coming next, what should I be focused on? This is an idea, a breakthrough of the mind. So I was like, what does this have to do with? This has to do with the Empress and the Four of Wands. So we have Four of Wands can symbolize union. So this could be union with the Empress, or it could have to do with movement, celebrations, maybe. There's some big positive events happening in February. And this could also just be you, the Empress here, in terms of really diving into creativity. This may be a good time to conceive if you're looking to conceive, but there could be either just a new creative project or some type of movement, physical movement, happiness within the home, but it looks to be a very positive February. March, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So March, you're either going to be coming out of an ending of some sort. This could be mental oriented, or this could be kind of like something ending abruptly. And I was like, okay, what does this have to do with? This has to do with the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. This is student, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy studying something. This could be someone younger than you, or this could be you studying something in regards to communicating or learning about something and receiving some type of exchange. So there's some type of ending either happening with this Page of Swords because you deserve the Six of Pentacles, or you're ending like a cycle of not receiving even exchange. Let me just get more clarity about this Ten of Swords in reverse. What does this have to do with? I'm pretty sure this has to do with some type of work dynamic or something that's not working. Yeah, there's some type of collaboration or opportunity coming in March around building something with somebody or with a group of people. This could be a project that's coming in, but something's going to end with this coming in. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is giving me the energy of stagnancy or something not working, or either a habit or a career or something like that. So there's some type of shift happening in March. Now, again, this is energy, so like it can shift. Energy, you know, this is not, I wouldn't take this as like pure prediction or anything like that. This is just the energy as of now, tapping into your current field. So April, May, June, we have some really powerful energies coming in for you. So we have, you're not alone. So it's going to be really important for the second quarter of the year for you to really be, one, embodying this connection with your higher self, connecting with the divine, understanding that you're not alone here. So some of you may go through a period of time this second quarter of the year where you feel kind of alone or isolated, or you, on the other hand, you could be finding a community of individuals that you connect with heavily, whether it's here or in the spirit realm, but there's something really big around understanding community for you and what it means. We also have weight of the world. So there's something really important around putting up healthy boundaries the second quarter of the year, making sure that you're cleansing yourself frequently, getting in touch with your emotions, allowing yourself to feel, and also not letting yourself carry what isn't yours. This is very important. So I do feel like you're letting go of a lot this second quarter of the year. Then we have another water card, the Seas of Mentaka. A lot of Syrians connected with this group, Mentakan, starseeds, galactics, cosmics. There's something really big around exploring your subconscious mind, the limitless reality of how far you could go, really seeing the potentials in your goals and possibly planning, but also, again, diving into your emotional body, allowing yourself to feel. So there's just a lot of intensity from April to June. We have Fall Into My Arms. So there could be a lot of chaotic changes happening, or just some type of loss or something that forces you to be in your emotions to the point where you need to surrender. And yeah, there's a very strong connection with your ancestry as well that's going to be building up the second quarter of the year. But I'm really seeing it's really important for you to surrender any worries or concerns you have with the divine from April to June. And then we have Jump In, which is literally the energy of adventure, change, angelic realm connections for many of you. But I'm just, a similar energy came out in another group. And if you're connected with any other group, it may be group 2. But either way, I'm just feeling like you're experiencing a lot the first half of this year. And yet at the same time, like, there's more positivity than negativity. It's like you're very balanced with anything that may happen or come to you that may be kind of negative or shift. Now in April, we have Justice. This is Libra energy. I'm seeing a lot of orbs and divine presence. So clairvoyance could be opening up a lot for you. 10:10 on the clock. But Justice is here. So this is some type of, something's coming in to bring you justice. And the scales are balancing out and evening. So I was like, what does this have to do with? 5 of Cups and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be talking about you or someone else. But this is a very kind of motherly, nurturing energy. Maybe someone who's kind of worried about finances or just not fully feeling in their element at this time. But the 5 of Cups in reverse is releasing a loss, releasing a lack, or pessimism even, or negative thinking. So letting go. So Justice is coming in for, I really feel like this Queen of Pentacles here, who's releasing. Or Justice is coming in with this Queen of Pentacles. Who knows? But we have May, Knight of Pentacles. So 11:11, I'm done. 10:10, 11:11. I'm seeing, and that, yeah, okay. I'm kind of tripping out with this group a little bit. Knight of Pentacles is the pursuit of something. This is you walking with the keys of abundance. I'm pretty sure this is talking about you. This could be talking about somebody else, but I'm pretty sure this is talking about you. This is you pursuing something. Throat chakra activations heavily, because I'm feeling like my throat chakra, like, there's a lot of sensations happening, a lot of divine presence this year that you're going to be experiencing. So I'm like, okay, you're showing me the Knight of Pentacles. This could be pursuing something, going after something, building something. Can you give me more clarity? We have the Hierophant and Death. So there's Taurus energy, Scorpio energy. The Knight, for some of you, this Knight of Pentacles could be coming into you. And this could lead to a transformation and a commitment. The Hierophant is commitment. Or there is some type of commitment coming in with a water sign, Scorpio energy. Someone who has transformed. I really, this could mean multiple different things. This could also mean this Knight of Pentacles, if it's you, is going to go through a massive transformation in the month of May, and also either embody the energy of a sacred teacher or be guided by somebody, meet a teacher, or receive divine guidance of some sort, some type of spiritual expansion. I'm picking up that there's many different things coming in, but something that, whether a Scorpio is involved here or you're Scorpio, I'm picking up transformation in May heavily for you. regardless of what this message is about. June, we have the energy of the Fool and the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? June looks absolutely beautiful. We have emotional fulfillment here. This is giving me love vibes. This is giving me the heart being full. This is giving me family, music, expression, happiness. What does happiness mean to you? And expect that feeling in June. And the Fool. So this is literally like a new beginning, a new life, a new start. Kind of want to see what this Fool is real quick before we move to the second half of the year. Yeah, there's like a major cycle closing out at the beginning of this year. We literally have, so some of these cards wanted to come out in reverse, but the way they ended up falling out was this way. So there's some type of healing or wish coming true with this Lover. So some of you may already be in union with somebody right now. Maybe things shift and you meet somebody else, or there's a separation and you come back together, or you make it through and things deepen. Regardless, there is something I am picking up in the love department in terms of a very powerful union, wish fulfillment kind of received, and healing surrounding a union. Now, this could also be making a decision, but regardless, I'm seeing here with the Four of Cups in reverse, there is no waiting or thinking. It's like, yes. Yes. So whatever this Fool has to do with, you're not waiting around. You're like, yeah. Nine of Swords, releasing any sort of anxiety, fear, restlessness, like insomnia, doubts, worries. We have the High Priestess here, divine guidance, awakening, possibly receiving guidance, possibly receiving help from a Pisces or another water sign, or abilities opening up more, receiving some sort of divine guidance about whatever this is, this Fool is in June, surrounding the Lovers, either love or a decision around the Star, a wish, healing, strong, powerful energy. Wow, wow, wow. So moving on to the second part of the year. My crown chakra. So this group is very much going to be activating. And what's funny is I took a look at your notes that I wrote down, and I specifically wrote down Scorpio energy transformation. And it's funny how Scorpio energy transformation, death, rebirth has come out already. And I'm going to tell you now, it's come out again for the second half of the year. And also this energy of receiving. It keeps coming out. So for July through December of 2022, we have surrender your attachment to results. So letting go of any idea of like when you put something out or when you do something expecting some type of result, because that's when certain things can lead to disappointments, but also when we work without any attachment to how it will end up, we go even beyond, we open ourselves up to a wider span of what it is that we could receive. So that's a really big message for the second half of the year. And then surrender resentments. Let go of any aspect of people, individuals, situations that may have hurt you in the past, or the first half of the year maybe, or even just people coming back up. Regardless, it's going to be really important for you this second half of the year to surrender possibly any situations that may trigger resentments. So for July, August, September, we have a new Earth. So a lot of you are really going to be walking in this path of representing where Earth is heading. And it might not make sense to society as a whole, but it will make sense to a collective of people that are going to be either looking up to you, or in some way there's this mutual respect or soul family type of vibe that you have with individuals. But you're going to be living in holding a vision of how you'd like things to be and where you'd like to be, and Earth, society, all of that. Moving forward, your purpose is going to be really loud. July, August, September. And then we have double mission. So very much so polarizing and like executing on mission work, purpose, waking up. And we have this energy of you not only being here to live life as a human in this body, but also to help raise the frequency of humanity And many people who get this card often have a mission or a purpose involving a divine counterpart, basically. Usually that's what I personally associate this card with. So, okay, I'm feeling highly anticipation energy and like very out of it. Not even gonna lie. Because I feel this group very intensely. And I feel like 2022 is going to be life-changing for you. So we have July. Guess what came out again? Death. So there's some type of ending, transformation, but again, embodying the Scorpio energy. So I'm like, okay, what does this have to do with? This is a transformation in terms of the Six of Pentacles, what you are receiving. This could be generosity, financial growth overall in terms of how much money you're making, career. This could just be overall exchange energy that you are receiving. But we have the Magician in reverse. So this is telling me that either in July there's someone that is in your field that you're going to potentially be cutting out that may not be of the highest vibration or good for you. But what it's kind of telling me is this Scorpio energy, this transformation energy is literally ending this Magician in reverse. So you could be the Magician in reverse at some point next year in terms of not really feeling fully in your element, or like you can reach this vision, and this Scorpio death energy is going to turn this Magician from reverse to upright. There's this transformation. Regardless, the month of July looks to be highly transformative yet again. There does look to be some positive in terms of receiving abundance and love and finances, the material. So in August, we have the Moon in reverse. This is Pisces energy. A lot of water sign energy, water, earth, fire energy for this group. This is the energy of diving into shadow, some element of shadow work potentially in August, but I'm really feeling like there's this lack of clarity or potential confusion or illusion that you need to watch out for in terms of the Emperor here. Now, the Emperor could be talking about an individual in your field, a partner, divine counterpart, someone that you're dating. This could be talking about an older masculine figure or someone who, this is Aries, like very passionate, very into building their future, their empire, pragmatic, charismatic energy. So there could be some type of illusion surrounding this person or just not being clear. Could be talking about how you view yourself and your ability to build. Either way, I asked for more clarity, and okay, so either there's a need to release something, let go of something, holding on too tight to possibly finances, or just possibly this Aries here, this Emperor energy. This could be even yourself, ideas about yourself, or somebody else here, or somebody else holding on too tightly to you or an idea. Now, September, we have, September, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this energy of potentially feeling a little bit out of element, or just someone in your field that is going through something, could be stressed out about finances, could be just stressed out a little bit in general. Not a big energy, because what I'm seeing here is we have Temperance. This is divine balance or union. This is also a union card in general, but this is the balance of the sun and the moon, the yin and yang energies. And we have the Two of Cups with the Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Cups could be you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, very highly in touch with the divine, very spiritually gifted. But I am seeing here with this Two of Cups, some type of either renewal in a relationship, a deepening of a connection, or a new connection coming in with someone. So this is either you being in a relationship or getting into a relationship with someone that has water placements or who is a highly spiritually gifted individual. Now, for the last quarter, October, November, December, we have Child of the Cosmos. This is a highly, highly, highly powerful card. Card expansion energy, but also just this further embodiment of the higher self, further coming together with the higher aspects of yourself, your mission, your journey, and also just this knowledge and wisdom coming in about who you are on a very deep level. Understanding the mechanics of the universe, even like possibly diving into some type of research. So for October, we have this energy of patience, building, Seven of Pentacles. This is making wise investments, making wise choices, and possibly being okay with being in a state of kind of waiting and watching, pouring into what it is that you'd like to grow. We have this energy of you persisting, not giving up. So things may in certain areas of your life be a little bit busy in the month of October, and you're just kind of going. Now, the Two of Swords came out here, which is this energy of going back and forth in your mind about something a little bit too much, almost to the point where it's not really serving you. There's a little bit of stress here. So I was like, what does this have to do with the Two of Wands in reverse? This could be overthinking, over planning. This could be something coming up, some type of travel, some type of movement, something that you feel is coming, or something that you feel like, okay, I got to make this decision, or I gotta do this. And the divine is like, watch out in the month of October for any overthinking or potentially over planning certain things. And we do have the Knight of Wands here, which is either someone in your field that will come to you to relay a specific message to you, or this is just you feeling very much again in your element. There's a passion here. Some of you could be a little bit tired in October, but at the same time, like, there's this element of balance and patience I'm seeing as well. Important decisions coming in though. So November, we have this energy of the Six of Swords. This is moving away from one mindset to another, shifting away. There could be movement, vacation, physical relocation, but this is heading into peaceful waters, things calming, things smoothing down. And we have the King of Swords here. So this could be you closing off a little bit, not really feeling super communicative at this time with those around you, kind of going within, spending time with yourself. But for some of you, this could be talking about an outside individual, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that's very kind of heavy in the mental energy. Could be shifts happening with connections around you in the month of November. Let me just see. Can you clarify this Six of Swords and King of? And then we have Taurus energy coming out again. Commitment, society, building, divine guidance, spiritual guidance, teacher, with the Ace of Cups here to describe the Six of Swords and King of Swords. So there's some type of renewal energy here, more heart expansion coming into a new beginning, a deepening of a connection, or a deepening of the depth with self. Either way, the month of November looks to be very kind of restful, relaxing, and beautiful. Could have some travel involved. Now, December looks to be quite interesting. We have the Six of Cups here. So December could be a month in 2022 where you're reflecting a lot, where you're diving into your past, into your childhood, healing your inner child, working through solar plexus energy. You could also be around animals or gain a pet at that time. This could also mean, I am getting the energy of, for some of you, conception. If you're looking to possibly conceive this year, it does look like this might be a little bit promising towards the end of the year, because we have the Ace of Wands, which is a new passionate beginning. Ace of Wands is also fire energy, spirit energy, the movement in of something passionate. So I'm seeing a lot of phenomena. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is a reveal. And the Six of Cups is often associated with a child, baby, and it can be seen as a conceived card. So some of you could be conceiving, or there could be something revealed to you that's very important about your childhood, about your past, and this will fire you into this kind of Ace of Wands energy. But there's some type of reveal. I'm feeling very beautiful energy for the month of December though. So this is your reading, group 3. It was such an honor. Like, I'm feeling such intensities for this group, and really feeling like, whoa, incredibly excited for you. And I look forward. Please comment, like, subscribe if this resonated with you, and like, if you remember, come back a couple months from now or at the end of the year and let me know how things have shifted or have worked out for you. Group 4, this is your intuitive message section of your reading. Immediately felt tropical energy, beach, palm tree vibes, sand, the water, the ocean, clear water, seeing through the water. There's something really important about paradise or tropical vibes and energy for this group. Many of you will be connecting with the color yellow a lot this year, and yellow is the solar plexus energy, which I often connect very heavily with the inner child energy, our inner power. And so many of you are going to be working through this year very heavily and activating this area. A lot of you are going to be breaking chains, patterns, habits, cycles, either at the beginning of this year or throughout this year. And it's going to be a very pivotal time for you in terms of your progress and where you're heading. What I really picked up, I could not stop smiling when I was writing your notes down, and I crack up all the time because I have this what I call it my happy vein now. Because it pops out when I'm like feeling super, super happy and I'm like smiling. I can't like force it to come out. You can still see it, but when it does come out. So anyways, so much joy, so much happiness. Like if you imagine smiling until your face hurts, that's what I really feel. And I wasn't picking up a time limit. So in your reading, we will probably dive into more detail in terms of like timing and stuff like that. But there's a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of expression, inner child expression. It's intense. Many of you will be going through throat, crown, sacral, and again, solar plexus activations and healings this year. I'm really picking up on strong Aquarian or Sagittarius energy. Don't know why. There could just be really strong placements, or those are seasons to look out for this year, specifically in terms of having pivotal moments or just really memorable times. Very much so, this group was picking up on love, partnerships being a huge highlight of this year. You're going to be healing through your connection with others, and this can be either through the energy of others being a mirror for you, for your shadows and for your light. But also this could just be a representation of you meeting new individuals on your vibrational level and healing through those connections. Many of you carry a parental archetype energy, so either really carry the energy of the Divine Mother or the Divine Father within you, regardless of age, regardless of gender. It's very much, people look at you as this parent type of energy. You could be a parent yourself, or just really embody this energy for those around you. And many of them look up to you in terms of your guidance and also your nurturance, your care, your leadership. There's something really important in this group about writing and also speaking, expressing yourself this year. Some of you could be working on publishing some type of work or putting something out there. And I'm also seeing the divine really wants you to walk a lot this year. There's something here about walking, going on walks. I have no idea why, but there's something very important about you walking, or you may enjoy going out on walks. Your hands are incredibly important. Your hands are extremely healing. So there's something here important with your hands, either energy healing, cooking, making something, art, jewelry, diving into something this year that's going to be really important as well. I'm seeing the beginning of this year may be quite slow for many of you, as you're releasing a lot, you're realizing a lot about yourself. And then I'm seeing around Taurus or Gemini season, things are really going to be picking up in terms of the pace, movement, certain things coming in. I literally heard someone say, and I think this might have been your energy from the future, I've never felt this free in my life. I've never felt this free in my life. And I literally got a vision of tears of happiness, expression, and joy. So some of you have been really like thrown in the ringer, or your entire life has been just this uphill battle, or it's felt that way. And I feel like this year you're going to be reaching a point where you can take in that deep breath and you finally feel that justification of joy, happiness. And a lot of this has to do with your internal work, your perception, how much you've lifted a certain weight off of yourself. Now, I do see either stress, confusion, or loss, or some type of off. There's something that's off in your energy at the beginning of 2022. But again, I really feel like this group is so important. So please let me know in the comments who chose this group, because it's almost like you're starting this year. You may be going into it thinking certain things or having a certain perception, but you couldn't be more wrong. And like, I would love for you to come back halfway through the year, at the end of the year, and tell me just how much life has changed. This year is very dual for you, and any trials that you have gone through, any trials that you go through at the beginning of this year are going to be absolutely worth it. Like, please remember, if you remember anything, please remember this. Any trials that you go through, because I feel like a lot of you are tired, they're going to be worth it. Just keep going, keep seeking out the light in yourself and others, because what you're heading into is going to be incredibly worth it. Also, many of you are connected to the angelic realm, specifically the archangels, energies, very much master healer energies, either with your voice, with your hands, with your speaking. There's something very powerful here, and this is going to be growing as well this year, I see, for many of you. So group 4, that is your intuitive messages aspect of this reading, and now we will be moving on to your cards. Group 4, this is your card reading section of the overall energy of 2022. This is quite the intense and amazing spread that we have here. And it's important to note, 1, this is not prediction. 2, energy can always change, and please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as this is a collective reading. So some things may resonate and some things may be like, no. I also recommend possibly taking down some notes or keywords just to kind of look back on and be like, did this energy happen? Or kind of like what to look out for. So I am using 3 decks here. 1 deck for the first half of the year, the second half of the year, and then energy. And then another deck for the different quarters of the year. And then I have just the simple tarot messages of overall energy for each month. So for January through June of 2022, for this group, we have Surrender Fear. And I just looked at the time, it was 1:11. So Surrender Fear. And this is actually, to me, a very positive card in terms of like the divine wanting to prepare you for some things that may be incoming that you personally might not feel like you're ready for, or just some concerns that you may have. And the divine is like, you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to worry about. We have Surrender Your Addictions. This could be thought patterns, this could be substances, foods of any kind, relationship patterns, aspects of how you may speak to yourself. But it doesn't have to just be like, oh, like just straight up addiction in terms of how society kind of, addiction is kind of a hard word. And so overall, I feel like addictions, everybody has addictions of some sort. Most people have addictions of some sort, whether it's spending too much time on social media, or being addicted to a certain kind of food, or a specific television show. It can be very simple. It can also be, certain substances or whatever the case may be. So we also have Surrender the Drama here. So there could be some elements of conflict that may come up, or just dissonance in terms of the energy from January to June of 2022. So just be on the lookout for that. If people are coming for you, or if there are things happening around, this doesn't even have to necessarily mean that you're the cause of the drama or that there's drama happening to you, but maybe just around you. And it's like, don't allow yourself to get involved or try to fix the situation. And then we have surrender to the magic of who you are. So embodying more of your magical energy, just saw 311, might be important for some of you. But regardless, there's this beautiful energy of an embodiment that you are heading into at the beginning of this year. So for January through March, January, February, March, we have this energy of star bathing. So many of you are going to be activating aspects of self. There may be a period where you're forced to rest or relax. There could also just be a period of rest that's coming in for you, or where things kind of slow down a little bit. But you could also be experiencing layers of ascension symptoms, or just heightening vibrations, so changes in food patterns and your sleep patterns and who you're talking to, how you're talking. You may go through periods where you'd prefer not to speak, but there may just be some slight shifts happening, as I do see that January, February, March, you are going to be activating quite a bit. Now with the golden children here, we have a lot of solar plexus healing energy, inner child healing energy. Many of you could be connected to the great central sun, or could be activating something around this energy. Your inner child solar plexus area could be activating immensely at the first quarter of this year. This card often symbolizes having very divine gifts or abilities that stem from your inner child, and just embodying this energy of innocence, which is funny because I was picking up a lot of inner child energy in your intuitive messages. This card also does apply to those that may have babies, spirit babies that want to come through, or also have a very significant child or children that you may have, that this card is saying, hey, they're very gifted. You have very gifted children or child that is wanting to come through. Mercury retrograde is kicking my butt with this group in terms of communication, so my apologies. We have star brothers here as well for January, February, March. Very connected with the energy of ancient Egypt, but also you may have more divine experiences or abilities begin to open up, or witness something in terms of, this card always comes out when there's a specific masculine energy. This could be an archangel, this could be an ascended master. I'm really picking up for most of you, this is an ancestor or passed over loved one. That's a very strong and powerful masculine energy that's really standing with you throughout this year, but mainly as you transition through January, February, March. With January, we have the Nine of Swords and the Fool. So we're already in January. We're at the end of January when this video is coming out. So many of you have already gone through this energy, or maybe feeling this energy. But there's this energy of possible restlessness, anxiety, sleepless nights, having difficulty sleeping in regards to the Fool. So many of you know, either are entering into a new beginning, or there's something new beginning, or some of you can feel this new beginning coming in very soon, and almost like you can breathe it in, and it's might be causing you some feelings of anxiousness or potential fears or doubts, and this may be showing up more physically than emotionally or mentally. So I'm really feeling like this new year, January, is starting off almost like you can feel this fresh start, this new beginning. But there's some hesitancies or fear around this that's coming up. Now, February, I am seeing we have the Seven of Cups in reverse representing the energy. So this represents feeling overwhelmed by having to either make a decision or figure out where to put your eggs. So it's like, I don't want to choose the cup with a snake underneath or a spider. I want to choose the one flowing with water or abundance, or whatever the case may be. And there's this like, I don't want to make the wrong choice, or I'm just feeling extremely overwhelmed. There's a lot of different options here. So I asked for clarification. This is about you releasing something, releasing some sort of lack, emotional burden, but freeing yourself. This is a decision regarding freeing yourself from some type of either emotional stress, burden, or something that is causing some sort of dissonance within the emotional body. We have the Empress here, which is divine creativity. This is divine mother energy, Gaia energy, very much bearing the fruits of nature. And usually this is like someone who is very extremely talented, creative in something, in expression, or needs to express. So there could be almost trying to figure out, well, how I want to be able to fully embody this energy here, and I'm like needing to make a decision, or something's coming up where I need to figure out how to release and get to this, or be able to fully embody this energy. Now in March, we have a lot of energy in March, actually. So there's this energy of needing to look out for possible imbalance. So needing to take note of, you know, possible prioritizations in terms of like, am I prioritizing myself at the same rate as I am work, love, fight, you know, every aspect of life? Because things look like they could get a little bit out of hand here. Now we do have Judgment in reverse. So there's something in March that you may not have the right opinion about or thought about. This is either like thinking of something that might come up as an opportunity or as an event that's big, or even about yourself that you're like, no, when really it should be yes, or vice versa. You're like, yes, and it really should be no. So watch out for that. You could also be slightly avoiding an awakening happening to you by focusing on other things subconsciously. So just be aware that you spend time with spirit as much as possible in March. 8 of Cups in reverse. You're going to be looking at walking away from something, potentially. And this could be what this Judgment in reverse has to deal with. There's either, this is something that you're looking to walk away from that will lead you to independence, financial freedom, abundance, feeling like in your element. This could be entrepreneurship, business owner energy, but either way, this is like abundance energy, completion. For some of you, you're going to have some type of an epiphany or vision, or some type of divine guidance that comes through in the energy of like a dream or a vision that you receive from the divine. That's going to give you insight into forward movement. For some of you, I do see that you could be looking to move or finding a new home, relocating. There could be either a celebration or some type of party. Just saw 11/11. Could be meetups, could be something along those lines that are positive, celebrations at home, or even just moving. And so there's almost like this tug and pull energy here that we have in March. Now, April, May, June is described and represented by your life as a canvas. So this is really beautiful because not 1144, not only does this really resonate and connect with the intuitive messages that I was picking up for this group, but also this is my artist, my master manifestor card. This is the building card, like the ability to envision. Many of you could be visualizers and see your manifestations, and that's how you bring in what's for the highest good of all. I do feel like a lot of you are very pure in intention. So we have this, your life as a canvas here. So there's big energy of building and developing and envisioning things from April to June. We also have I'm sorry here. So there could be some type of cycle closing out, or just an energy coming together of conflicts that may have happened either within relationships, connections, family, friends, platonic, romantic, that's coming to a close. So people coming together to either apologize or close out something, or you're personally coming to terms with huge aspects of healing internally for things that you may have never been told, like I'm sorry. And I did ask what this has to do with, and Justice in the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you could have earth sign placements, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or this could be talking about someone in your field but I'm really picking up that this is you. So justice is going to be coming for you in a situation where maybe you were wronged or treated negatively, and so the scales are going to be balancing out for April, May, June, around that time. April, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So April is going to be a big month for you where cycles are going to be closing out, things are going to be ending, tying up loose ends. Possibly may feel at some points like, dang, like my luck's a little low. But I really don't pick that up. I just feel like things are going to be closing out for you. Chapters are going to be ending. 6 of Cups in reverse here. You're going to be releasing the past, letting go of the past. There's a huge energy of release in April for you. And we have the Ace of Wands here. So something new that's coming in, a new passionate, fiery beginning. This is a new start, something that will take your focus. So while things are ending and releasing here in April, you're going to be like, there's like simultaneously this new beginning that's coming in. So, and it's surrounding passion. Very interesting so far. Now, May, we have the Emperor here. This is Aries energy. This could be an older masculine energy, or just someone who is a business owner, or basically someone who's building their empire. Someone who has the keys and they're like, yes, I am doing this, I am building. So this could very well be you in May, building aspects of your future, setting things down, and developing aspects of this Ace of Wands, pursuing it further. Or this could be an individual in your field that will be of importance in the month of May. I am seeing here, there's something here around, okay, so there's massive release happening in April, May. So some type of 3 of Swords. This could have to do with this Emperor here. There could be some type of separation, breakup, split. But what I'm really seeing is there's some type of loss or hurt, pain, grief. Something that requires healing, that's going to force your heart open a bit. Because I'm seeing here in the month of May, we have the Devil in reverse and the 8 of Swords in reverse. So there's a massive releasing happening in May as well. Either because of this Emperor, attached to this Emperor, or you are the Emperor. Releasing mental conflicts, achieving a sense of freedom mentally. This is also releasing addictions, habits, negative traits, ego, fears, doubts. Let me just see what this 3 of Swords has to do with. This could have to do with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some type of grief, stress, heartbreak, loss of some sort, but this isn't like, I'm not picking up something huge. I'm just picking up on something that really kind of affects your heart space and causes it to open, which is funny because I was saying that earlier and the Ace of Cups came out to describe this 3 of Swords. So this 3 of Swords is going to lead to the opening and expansion of your heart space, the activation of your heart space. So just know that any pain that may come April, May time is going to lead you to opening and expanding your heart space further. Now with the Strength in reverse here, this could be fire sign Leo energy. This could be you or someone else, but there's something around expression and possibly insecurity, self-esteem, self-worth being affected. This is clarifying the 3 of Swords. So something that maybe causes you to feel like hit, like maybe your ego takes a hit or something. Very interesting. Keep me updated, group 4. Now, June, this is very interesting because we have the High Priestess in reverse. This is Pisces energy. But what's interesting is this card, I first saw it upright and then it just turned upside down. So in June, you may feel back and forth between this energy of feeling very much divinely guided, very much in touch with the divine, and then confused, and then in touch, and then confused, lacking clarity. And I'm really feeling like the beginning of this year is all about testing you. Because many individuals in this group have really, really been like seeking change, or at least ready to jump into something, or at least desiring that. And the divine is like, okay, well, we want to bring that to you, but first there's a need to get you to that place of alignment fully. And with this High Priestess in reverse and upright going back and forth, it's like, I really am picking up this energy of testing. And this is like almost like the test before the big breakthrough, because we have the Page of Wands and the Six of Pentacles here. This is the energy of abundance, receiving, getting what it is that you are giving, and also pursuing something, learning something new, creative, that is a passion of yours possibly. So maybe not going back and forth between being 100% sure about going after something passion related, exploring something that could bring you some abundance, and you're like yes, and then you're like yes, and then no, and then yes, and then no. But there's something here that's kind of like that you're a little bit unsure about in the month of June. Now for the second half of the year, we have surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So many of you, I did pick up parental energy naturally, the divine mother, father energy for this group. You are natural healers, you are lovers, and you take care of a lot of individuals, and you have before. And I really feel like the second half of the year, there may be some tests that come up in terms of like how much are you willing to choose yourself, and know that it's not selfish to choose yourself, and understand that everybody is accountable for their own actions and they're their own individual human. And this could have to do with family, friends, romantic interest. It's like, we can't fix someone, only they can fix themselves. You also have surrender defensiveness. And this card usually comes out after a period of time where someone has gone through an amount of pain or been hurt by something. What's interesting is we have these two cards that came out together: surrender defensiveness and surrender to receiving support and love. So some of you are going to be opening your heart up or deepening your connections the second half of the year especially. And it's going to be really important for you to allow that love in from friends, family, romantic interests, and receive that, because some of you have been hurt before in the past, or you may be in a space where you're like, I'm not looking for it. And it's like, well, you don't really get to choose when love and support comes in for you, because one, we deserve it 24/7, 365. That's one of the beautiful things about getting to live in existence on this planet, is that while we do experience heartbreak and pain, we also get to experience unconditional love. And so from July, August, September, we have You're Not For Everyone. So there's going to be a lot of, I'm really picking up Uranus energy, Saturn energy. There's this energy of learning a lot of lessons in regards to who you are, and also embodying your individuality. There's this energy of facing your North Node. So your North Node is going to be really important for you this second half of the year, but also understanding that anything that you may have to separate yourself from, any situation, this could be place, this could be people, as you shift, as you awaken, as you dive in further through this year, you are probably going to cut your losses and say goodbye to certain things that are no longer a vibrational match. And that's good, because when you do, that's allowing in the universe to then send in something that's more aligned. We also have the great severing here. So there is this energy of Mars and potential conflict representing August through September of 2022. Now, this doesn't have to be anything big, but it does represent the energy of forcing ourselves from avoiding our emotions potentially to softly dissolving into our emotions. So very interesting. For the month of July, overall energy for this group, we have the Tower in reverse with the Hierophant. So Taurus energy and a little bit of Scorpio energy as well. But there's something that is going to kind of shake your foundation a little bit, or just some type of your paradigm. And with the Hierophant here, this might have to do with higher learning, divine guidance, embodying a deeper energy. This information could come from a spiritual teacher, from the divine itself, but I was like, I want to know what more, like, what does this have to do with? This has to do with emotional fulfillment. So there's something coming in July that's going to be incredibly fulfilling, and it's going to lead to you releasing even more of the past or healing the inner child further. But there's something here that's incredibly exciting happening in the month of July. I'm really seeing that this is a positive tower. With the Hierophant here, that can symbolize commitment of some sort. It can also symbolize divine guidance of some sort, some type of spiritual happening, passing tests from the divine, higher learning of some sort. Now, even possibly graduation. Now, August, we have the Nine of Pentacles here, independence, abundance coming out yet again. So I'm like, okay, beautiful energy. This is freedom. This is embodying like just happiness, independence. But then we have this Judgment in reverse about the Fool. So this came out in January, your current energy. Now this could be negative judgment about an actual Aquarius energy, or this could be you in Aquarius, but I'm doubting it. This is some type of hesitancy or possibly doubt around a new beginning that's presenting itself, or that's presented itself. This is another one. Or possibly a deeper aspect of what ideas or things may be presenting themselves in January, or a completely different new beginning. Regardless, I'm seeing that your mind, you're learning to follow your intuition. You have broken many chains, and you have a lot of joy involved with this year. But your mind is going to be your worst enemy this year, I really feel like. With September, we have the Five of Swords. So there's some type of conflict of the mind here. There's some type of potentially loss, but I'm really picking up on conflict in regards to the mental body. So just kind of like dealing with negative energies of some sort. Nothing too big of a deal, because what we have here is the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. So this is victory, recognition. This is being seen, appreciated. And with the Three of Cups here, we have family coming in, reunions, meeting soul family, soul tribe energy, coming together with people. This could also symbolizing having conflict of mind or internal conflict regarding this energy coming up for you in September. So very, very interesting. Now for October, November, December, we have Inner Earth. So many of you are going to be spending a lot of time with a lot of questions. Many of you have many different options, roads that you could go down. And there's going to be a lot of solutions and new beginnings coming to you, but there could be elements of chaos you feel before these present themselves. From October to December, you're going to be diving deep within your subconscious and spending a lot of time developing a stronger intuition. And also knowing that if there is any conflict around you, you're going to easily be able to get through this. Now for October, we have the Page of Swords. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini popping up again, energy. This could be a student because of the page here, but this could also be you stepping into some type of new field, or studying something, doing something with communications, reading up on something, researching. But I was like, okay, well, what's this energy here? Well, we have the Knight of Cups with the Seven of Wands in reverse. So there's either this energy of needing to take your defenses down, because this is you, this Knight of Cups, or this Knight of Cups is trying to come in and there's too many defenses down with this Page of Swords. There's something here in terms of a wall being between two individuals, or just some sort of heightened protection, heightened defensiveness. Yeah, you're really embracing freedom this year. You're really embracing independence and financial abundance, growth. Okay, yeah, there's going to be some type of conflict in the month of October with a King of Cups energy. Now, you could be the King of Cups here. This is specifically Cancer energy, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio overall. Someone who's just in touch with their emotions, but very grounded and balanced. With the Five of Wands here, this is the energy of conflicts of passion. This could be some elements of drama in regards to an older masculine figure, or more masculine energy. Yeah, there's some type of dissonance here. But then, of course, October, we have the Nine of Pentacles that wants to come out again. So yet you're still in your abundance. You're still very much free, very much in your element, specifically abundantly and spiritually. So for the month of November, we have the Two of Pentacles coming out again. So this need to really look at priorities, balance, and making sure you keep note of balancing things out, because there is this energy of potentially Four of Cups in reverse here. Maybe from this conflict in October, there's this almost like a little bit of pessimism or doubt that might start to overtake you in the month of November about something. The Queen of Wands is in reverse here, and I'm really picking up that this is you not really fully feeling like you're in your element. Too much here. There's a lot shifting in terms of work and passions for you. Also love coming in though. Okay. Yeah, so there's some type of something being built. Three of Pentacles here, collaborations. This has something to do with something being built, but yet it looks like you're going to be going through some type of transition or ending of a mental mindset transformation. I really take the Ten of Swords. It does mean ending. In reverse, it can mean more so the process of releasing. The Sun is in reverse, so there's some type of bittersweet feeling. The Sun in reverse is still positive, but there could just be a mild energy, just kind of like, I just feel kind of like this energy of exhaustion a little bit for the month of November 2022. Now, Group 4, the month of December of 2022 looks to be incredibly life-changing and very much a shift. So we start off with two twos, Two of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. So going back and forth mentally about something, and also possibly overthinking a lot in the month of December. So I was really curious. I'm like, what is this overthinking about? Seven of Cups in reverse. So feeling overwhelmed with either many different options, or a choice that needs to be made. Like I could go here, or I could do this, or I may need to go in this direction, but there's also this direction which I feel like I should go down. So I was like, I need some more clarity. We have the High Priestess here, Pisces energy. Know that whatever happens, you will be divinely guided. You could have someone help you that is spiritual in nature, or that can offer you guidance, or you are the one receiving this energy. This specifically has to do with a new emotional beginning regarding a potential love relationship. So I really feel like there's a major decisions that have to be made around your happiness, what makes you happy, what makes you feel free, and what gives you that abundant feeling, as well as love, layers of love, connections with people. 2022 feels like a major year of release for this group, and it's incredibly, incredibly beautiful. There's so much transition and change happening for this group that I'm incredibly excited for, because the result of that change is going to be exactly what leads you to your deepest desires. So as I mentioned, energy can always shift and change. We're always shifting timelines and frequencies. So keep your eyes to the light. And that was your reading group 4.